Hi guys, thank you for joining me. So today we're going to be making something super fun. I'm really excited about it. I made some yesterday and I've got a story to tell. I'm just going to show you a couple of other options that I've done and then what we're doing this time. So you know I love these and I'm all excited about them and they're great. I have a whole drawer full of my AliExpress papers, and like this one I put 4 packs in, okay? And then this one I just put 1 pack in. I'll put this in one, I'll put this in, So I have a whole drawer full of these to protect my AliExpress papers, and they just have a Velcro flap and they're easy to get to and I love them, right? This one I haven't put it in something yet. Some of these I don't need to make something for. This came with a case. So that's cool, And these 2 came with cases, so that's cool. This is a paper pad. It's like a real paper pad with the top, and the corners and everything are protected. So I'm okay with the real paper pads. But you know the kind you get from AliExpress, and we're not there yet. So these are how I've protected things. I don't know if I'll redo it because see, that's curling and stuff. But this folder is all music stuff. Okay? I might, just to reinforce this, just put a piece of cardstock or tag board or something in the back behind the pages just to reinforce it a little bit. And then this one is little book pages and white and craft. And see, this doesn't look quite sturdy enough either to protect those. So we'll see. I might make these for this too. I don't know. And they're a little small for the 5x7 envelopes. They're too small. Also, one thing I have been using is they're called job ticket holders, pockets. And they are just like this. They're like a heavy duty sheet protector. That's what they are. They're just like a super heavy duty sheet protector. Okay, I think they're 10. Oh, they're 7 mils. And 7 mils thick. And then laminating sheets, my machine is set for 3 and 5. So I mean, they're more heavy duty than whatever my laminating sheet can do. Except they're and one time Office Depot was going out of business near us, and it says super heavyweight durable. Okay. And I got a case of these, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I still have like 10 unopened packs of them, and there's 10 per pack, and it must have been 20 packs in the case because I've given a lot away too. But it was 44 cents for the whole case of these. They had them all over the place. They couldn't give them away. And I've been using them like this because they are such a thick one. They do protect printables well. So I've been doing printables like this. These corners are perfect. And this kind of stuff that I haven't dealt with yet. And I also split them down. Like this is a half sheet, and this is leftovers from a sunflower kit I did, and it's half sheet. I just cut it in half and made a corner. And then like here, just to keep some stuff handy, I have colored book pages. I love colored pages for collaging, and then map images, and then so I do have a lot of these cut down. I just cut a corner. And then you can see in here I did cut one down and add it to the inside of stuff like this that I've already cut up. So I use these a lot. Okay? And I did have some okay, except they are old and they are kind of brittle, and about maybe not quite half the time, a fourth or a third of the time, one of the sides will split because they're just old and brittle, and so they're not great. And that's why I go ahead and just do this, because it seems like the right side is the one that splits. So then I just make a left-sided corner pocket out of them, and I really enjoy them, and they really have served. I mean, they've been really good storage. I have a lot of them, like these A4 envelopes. These job ticket holders will do a lot of what those. So it's really saved me a lot, and I like those. So my new favorite thing, remember, I was so happy to get these from Temu. They're 10 for $3.48. Well, like I said, these kind of paper packs from Temu that are loose papers come in those plastic things with the, they come in this kind of stuff with the bottom thing, and see, like this one split and stuff. So these were all loose. It's not like I have a whole bunch, and it's like they were all loose, not like this where they're bound in cardstock front and back and stuff. So I had 20 some of these. I made 25, and like I said, I had them in the plastic envelopes they come in. But then I discovered, looky there, how to make these Velcro pockets with laminating sheets. Okay, that was a long way around the block, but I just wanted to show you the other options I've done, and where all I've been with this. See, for example, on these, I started out with a laminated pocket for one of the job ticket holders for these to protect them, and because they come in that plastic too. But then what I did was I made them their folders, and the flaps are so long, I don't really think I need to put Velcro on them. I think they'll be fine. But how about that? And we're going to make one, and I'm going to show you. But I was also showing you the criteria. Like this came in a cardstock wrap, so they're protected. I might add a pocket to hold it in. And then these needed protected because they don't have the protection of a regular cardstock. But I made so many of these. I made like 25, 30 last night. I don't know. But I have a whole bin full of them here. I guess I have about 25, 30 assorted scrap pack kits, huh? How about that? So we're gonna make one. All of that. Sorry. You can do these however you want. My pages, let me find one. And these were fine. I just am playing. I just love organizing, so I'm just playing. So I didn't want any stress and strain on these for them to split. So, and you do have to reach in, and maybe I just want to reach in and thumb through them and grab one or something. Maybe I don't want to take the whole pack out. So we'll see. So these are pretty much 5 by 7. So the pocket width, like I said, I'm just being generous because I want to allow room to reach in them, and I don't. They can't be just right, or you won't have any room to reach in and get stuff out. Okay, and I just didn't want them splitting. So I made my page 6 by 7 1/4 because they are 5 by 7. So they don't need to be much taller. Just a little bit taller. And I did want to give them a full inch to give me room to reach in. Okay? Because that separates that much without any stress. Okay? So we made this 6 by 7 1/4 for a 5. We only added a 1/4 inch for height and an inch for width. Okay? Then what you do is you take them, and you know, to laminate, you've got frosty side to frosty side. So what we're going to do is reverse that. We're going to put shiny side to shiny side. And if you do it like this, then can you see that your cutting will be the exact same? Versus if you flip it or roll it or something, then, you know, the odds that this is a perfect square to that degree is pretty slim. So if you just flip it the way I showed you, just the same, and then all of your outside edges will be exactly the same. Now this I just left 8 1/2 high, and this we started out and we gave it an inch, right? But on this one I gave it a 1/4 inch, and you'll see that a 1/4 inch, I gave it a 1/2 inch on each side for reach and a 1/4 inch on each side for seam. And you will see a 1/4 inch is a pretty generous seam. A lot of people don't leave that much, but like I said, I do not want these splitting, because laminating stuff does split, you know, so I'm trying to build that in. So I put them pretty close to the bottom because that's not going anywhere. The bottom's not going to be under very much stress, but I do want some. Okay? And then, okay? And then we're going to center it. Okay? There. Let's see. That's kind of crooked on that side. Let's see if we can straighten it up a little bit. Sorry to take you through all that, but I was just showing you those job ticket holders are free, so they're great too. I can't believe I didn't. I had some trimmed down for a couple, like some 6 by 6 that an odd set, or you know, stuff I got in Happy Mail, or you know, just different stuff. Like I only had a couple of sheet protectors cut down for these. Oh, it went off. I only had a couple of sheet protectors cut down, a couple of job ticket holders cut down for these. And I'm surprised I didn't do them all, because the job ticket holders are great. But you know how I like storage, and I did see, and I don't know where I learned about this, but I did see somebody making pockets. But a lot of them just make like this much and then cut it off. But I wanted a flap. So I've done some experimenting with that. And I honestly don't know who I saw do this. Okay? And I'm just running it through, because we run it through a couple times. I'm just running it through while it's getting ready. Also, I have put it on 5 mils too, if something doesn't look like it's getting hot enough, or if I'm adding layers or something. Because a couple of them I did piece on top to them, because some of them didn't open well right away. You do have to open these right away, because it kind of sealed itself. I kind of couldn't even get them open after a minute. Okay? And that looks pretty good. So we're not going to run it through again, and I'll show you something. So what you have is, you know how you have this bubble area around, and what you have to do is you have to open it without cutting too much or not enough. This is tough. I've got a new blade on here. I did use one of these because it can get down in there and like position it and straighten it. It like finds its own path, and I'll show you that. So you can see the bubble edge. You got a bubble around it. You know, laminator doesn't go all the way up, you know. It leaves a bubble, right? So we are just going to barely start chipping away at this. I mean, so very barely. And we want to, now this one's not even going to happen. What we're trying to do is open this without opening the back. We just want to open the front to make it a pocket. Does that make sense? Can you see what I'm up to here, guys? There. Okay, it looks like we got it. Yes, see, now we're in. Now that will, once we get our knife in, this first part's the hardest. And mine aren't perfect, by golly, they are not. But once you get this, look how it kind of does it. If you lift up, I lift up on mine because I don't want to go back, but I lift up. And you want to be careful. You don't want to come all the way to the edge, right? You just want to, or you do, but you don't want to go past it. Now I've got two little awkward waves in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them off just because they're ugly. But you can't cut it too far or you'll cut into the seam. Did I? Nope, I didn't. So we're going to put that away. And now we're going to fold it over. And we're going to put it on 5. And it's not ready, but it'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to fold this over and we're going to laminate it. Okay? And I did take tape and clean all the cat hair. The hot towel was just up here and everything. So I did clean all the cat hair, but I see it has one on it. So cat hair is part of it, you know, and dog hair. You know, if you have pets, that's part of it. So you might laminate for part of, you know, dog hair or pet hair forever, you know. Now that kind of buckled up because we fed the bottom in. So, and it does work. After you've laminated it once, you can get away with it. If we start this feeding on the bottom, then that will keep that down. So hopefully it's less likely to roll up. We'll try it. It might not work. We'll try it sideways first. If this, pick your best flat corner and run it through and kind of push that corner in first. If I'm feeding it through crooked, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm feeding, see how I fed it through crooked because I wanted that neat flat corner to grab so it didn't roll up and stuff. See what I'm saying? And I do have this on 5 and it says it's not ready, but it's still working. It's fine. It's actually 3mm film. And now see, that got, because I fed it through this way, it got pushed and compressed this way, which didn't make it lay perfectly flat. So we're going to feed that through first, and we're going to fold this under and cross our fingers that the flap doesn't get tangled. And it looks like it's going to go. Sometimes it does get hung up. You might have to pull it. Or there's a release button on here too. Okay. And then what I do is carefully, not enough to take away from the integrity. I don't want a bunch of sharp points. So I'm rounding the corners just barely. And a you know, thing won't work on this. Corner rounder? A corner rounder won't work because it's plastic. I can get it to work if you use, I use index cards to buffer it when I need to punch plastic, but I'm not wasting a bunch of index cards on this. And let's see, I got these Velcro dots from Temu, and they're not real strong, so I don't think they would hold it. Like if you had a maybe a journal cover that you're trying to close, and it you know, you need a, you know, serious closure, it won't work on that. It's not that durable. I have used them on boxes and they don't work. They're not real strong, but for this they're fine. And then one side's clear, so look, when you lift it up and put your paper in it, you don't have a white dot that you're looking at. See? Isn't that neat? And then I will do that for all of these. So like I said, I left an inch on the sides, on the inside piece, to grab, so I can have room to reach in. And then I left a 1/4 inch on the laminating, and you know, well, a 1/4 inch on each side. So overall the envelope is 1.5 inches bigger width than we need, and that's okay, because we need room to reach in and get it. And we don't want it splitting and stuff, because you know laminating stuff splits, you know. And this is functional. It's not pretty. You know, it's not like for my daughter's cash envelopes or something that's got to be cute, you know. This is seriously functional storage, so I'm okay to give it more room to allow me to reach into it. Okay? But looky there. And then I like that the clear dot is on the paper. You know? So we've got all of these. Isn't that neat? So now we can make our own. All these years, I said I bought a bunch of years ago, and then they were so expensive, and I didn't want to buy them. And this one is the size I made for the 6x6. And I made probably 30 just last night. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Tell me your thoughts. You know I love organization, so I was real happy to share this with you, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.